Tuesday, August 18th, Chargers back at it again today, and it was a pretty tough practice. It was taxing. Guys were in pads. They were working 2-minute, 4-minute situational stuff. They came off the field exhausted. Now, these are the dog days of summer, so camp is going to break soon. They'll be able to sleep in their own beds, and I think everyone is looking forward to that. I was going to tell you guys about the newly elected Chargers captains. Of course, every year the team votes on a few of their teammates to lead them on offense, on defense, on special teams. And the Chargers put out a story this morning on their website that they had picked those captains. On that list, the usual suspects, Rivers, Weddle, Stuckey, but also some new ones. Corey Liuget for the first time on defense. King Dunlap for the first time on offense. So after practice, we all asked Mike McCoy, hey, what have those guys shown you? Why do you think they were elected captain? Mike McCoy said, I don't know what you guys are talking about. We didn't elect captains yet. We don't do that till the first week of the regular season. So clearly some miscommunication between the website side and the head coach. The story was taken off the Chargers site. The tweet was retracted, and the Chargers put up a different tweet that said, our mistake. We actually meant those were the captains for the Dallas game, the last preseason game. We'll see. We're going to give them the benefit of the doubt that that's all it was. We'll see if King Dunlap and Corey Liuget make the actual captain list once the season starts. I think that would be pretty interesting, and it would say a lot about those guys. So, just a tidbit I'll throw out there, and we'll leave it at we'll see for right now. Melvin Gordon, he talked today about how he's getting ready for game 2 of the preseason. Now, game 1, he rushed for 11 yards on 6 carries, didn't have any pass protection plays. I would look for that in the second game, that they might throw him in for 1 or 2 of those so he can get some more practice there. He said as far as game 2 is concerned, he's been watching the tape. He just wants to be more decisive, and I think this was a big thing that people were saying. He was a little hesitant. Well, he said it himself today. He said, for game 2, I want to be more decisive, want to find my lane quicker. Another thing about him is he's really hard on himself. He said that he wants to be so great, so fast, and that's the hardest thing. I remember when we went through this with Ryan Matthews. Ryan Matthews wanted to be LT right away, and that just ended up crippling him. I think with Melvin Gordon, he doesn't really feel that LT thing necessarily, but he knows that the Chargers were the 3rd worst in the ground game last season. He knows that he wants to make a difference, that they brought him in, they moved up in the draft to get him to make a difference. So I think for him, he's carrying that weight on his shoulders, and the Chargers, the organization, the team, the coaches are trying to make sure that he doesn't do that he just relaxes a little, that he gives himself some time to get used to it, to find his own feet in the NFL, to gain that confidence. One last thing, DJ Fluker's been working inside at guard. I asked him the other day what the biggest challenge has been for him there. He looked at me and he said, it's going against guys who are my size. He says every time the ball is snapped, it's like a WWE match. It's who gets who first. And then he said, don't worry though, I'm the Rock. I'm the Rock. I'm the one who's doing that pounding in there. So he's pretty confident with it, and he said he's not thinking as much. What Joe D told him is, when you think, you stink. So he said, I'm not thinking so much. I'm just going to go out there, play my game, and be the Rock. Look for that with DJ Fluker. From Mighty1090.com, I'm Annie Heilbrunn.